Welcome to Comic Industry Insiders. It's a weekly show where we talk about the comic book industry. And I don't know why I'm doing this voice this week, except that Joe Pruitt's going to be on. All right. Hi, my name is Adam Freeman. This is Comic Industry Insiders. And this is what we apparently are no longer allowed to call what we used to call it. Now we're going to call it Talking Shop. I don't know what it is. It's the 15 minutes before we actually get started. It's an opportunity for us to kind of clear the pipes and introduce everybody and give Brian an opportunity to finish whatever meeting was that he's on and actually join the show. So I'm going to begin by bringing on our producer, the man who works right up until the very edge, Mr. Blake Morgan, Mr. Buzz. Get up here, Buzz. Push that button.
Still working, because I don't know if you noticed, nothing on Facebook was live when we went live. It's live now.
Well, that's
the mashed taters. The mashed taters.
That makes me real sad that we weren't on Facebook.
Forgot what we were doing.
This is going to be a train wreck this way. I'm sorry, people. You give me a title, it goes to my head. It goes real silly.
I'm sorry.
It goes silly. We go straight to silly. All right. Speaking of a silly Billy, the boy who can get almost any of us running through a wall, Mr. Joey K, Mr. Joseph Keating, can you come to the screen, please? Can someone push? I'm gonna push that button. There he is.
You guys are killing me. I was sitting here dying. I love it. I love this energy. This is how you win Marketer of the Year, by the way, folks.
This is right here. This is Marketer of the Year work, my friends. Marketer of the Year work. All right. This week we have some. Well, let's bring up more of our regulars, Mr. Gabe Yoakum.
That sounds. Well, I don't know about Marketer of the Year. Ed Chasson Stone's awful talented. Mm-hmm. I think he paid Heidi a little bit of money on the side to do all that CTM money coming in.
All them advertising dollars.
In big city advertising dollars.
In big city ad spins. Get you on that.
There you go.
Yo, I figured it out. Gabe at ProdigyM.com. Let's talk advertising.
See, we can't.
Hey, look, our circulation's gone up about 75% in the last week, from what I can tell.
Our what did?
Our circulation.
Yeah, well,
based entirely on hearsay, but
that's right, exactly.
Yeah,
based entirely on Gabe saying on this show we were going to go to 100,000 copies. That's
hey, look. If you
300% from our original goal.
If you don't want to be positive,
I do. I'm here for it.
I'll do the work for both of us. It's fine. I understand.
I'm absolutely here for it. All right. Speaking of here for it, I'm killing these segues, by the way. This week I am all about the segue. We have a couple of really special guests this week that we're going to be bringing on at one point or another during the show. Let's begin with a CCI Live regular, Mr. Django Borham.
It's me. Hey, that's me on that screen there.
That's you. You're a little tiny man. You're sitting right underneath me. You're just a little tiny man with the headphones on.
That's me. I'm tiny. The headphones. I'm basically Vic Chestnut from Sling Blade.
Big Chestnut. That's right. Speaking of chestnuts, does everybody realize that on Saturday is Joe Pruitt's birthday? Because he wants to make sure you know it's his birthday on Saturday. You should all
It's Thursday, Adam.
Thursday. Well, I'm so sorry. I thought
on
you
the 8th.
Saturday.
Me, Elvis, David Bowie, and some guy who looks like me. People say he's my twin brother, Jim. I don't know who he is.
We've talked about this scam of you pretending you have a twin brother just to get out of shit. I appreciate you doing that.
It works. 5 minutes. In high school, I got in trouble. I said it wasn't me, it was Jim, and they went and got him. And then they came back and go, it wasn't Jim. Okay. It was me.
It wasn't Jim. It was Joe. Jim and Joe. Welcome to the stage, my partner in crime, the man who keeps this thing really going. I have no idea why he wasn't Marketer of the Year, because he's the real marketer. Is Mr. Brian Garside. Whoa, oh, everybody push the button. Everybody do it.
Oh, you are on really mute, quiet, Brian.
Technology. You are on mute. You're muted. Oh, look at this. No. Oh, this is wonderful. We should just
muted, but he is closest to the camera.
Everybody just allow it to be silent while he figures it out.
The show.
And this is why we talk shop. This is why we talk shop.
And quit using your powers for evil. Use them for good. Let Brian speak.
Oh, is he there?
Not yet, buddy.
Oh. Django might be co-hosting. That's it. Once again.
Okay, I'm out of here then.
Good move. I was going to bring Jim on. It was going to be a real gotcha moment.
This not talking shop, this not pre-show banter, this is a sign right here. This is going to be good stuff. Are you there yet? Do you have audio? No.
I'll translate for him.
We could call it.
You're an idiot.
Tech check.
No.
Oh, that's right. We can tech check.
Yeah.
Check. Oh, well, I can tell you we're still having. I don't feel like we've gotten. Oh, what?
I heard that.
I heard something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
All right. So yeah.
And what happened to?
That's fun.
What happened to the other Canadian?
We have another Canadian.
We had another Canadian that we had on the screen there for a moment, but now she's gone.
Just in case your audio didn't work, Brian.
I thought
Who was the other Canadian?
Ryan Reynolds.
Steph. She was kind of freezing.
Steph was here?
Steph Kirk was here momentarily. You know what I love about this? Is that you two are the ones who were on me so much about my audio and or video not being good, and neither of you, I don't understand how maybe the switches are all switched in Canada. Maybe you like plugged the wrong cord into the right hole or something. Huh?
So a week ago, this thing fell off my desk, and it has not worked properly since then.
Oh
I had that
no!
exact same thing. You want to borrow mine?
I thought they were indestructible.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an audio interface.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, it
tariffs,
sucks.
Adam.
So I don't
Tariffs causing these problems.
No, we have no tariffs. That's the beautiful thing. I can buy anything I want to from China, and it costs me less than it does to cross the street into the United States.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
It's I don't know, man. That's a little rude. It's a little rude.
I don't know.
Whatever. Hey, by the way, did you hear Chris Ryle got himself a job heading the libraries in San Diego?
What a cool thing. Like, come on. Like, that was not on my bingo card for the year, and it only took 6 days for us to go, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a call this week and chit chat about that.
Yeah. There she is.
Yeah.
Stephanie Girk. That's a fun name to say.
I didn't want to actually be here for the pre-show banter, so I've been like, oh no, my Wi-Fi.
The wise.
Yeah. Did we get Brian?
We did.
We
did.
At the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
Impressive.
Until Stephanie got here, I was looking at the screen and I was confusing this with another meeting I have today. That was like it's a 5-year anniversary or something or other.
January 6th.
Just a bunch of white dudes with
for those
beards
not.
and faces there at some point hanging out.
2 weeks in a
I
row.
was like, what? Did I wander into the wrong meeting?
Yeah, you're irritated. Joe does not like these jokes. He does not like this humor. This is not funny for him.
On me.
Just new stuff. Come on, guys. New material. Something new. I'm
New
just
Year, guys.
saying it
Anything
was
can
not
happen.
a fair election. What?
It's a new year. Anything can happen. Let's go with that.
That's a good point.
Lots of stuff is happening too. It's pretty
Stephanie
busy.
is for those of you who don't know Stephanie is actually our producer, one of our producers on the podcast, actually our first producer on the podcast. She helped us get the whole thing off the ground and still helps us with booking and keeping everything on track and making sure that we have enough guests and that we can figure out a way in between to put my schedule and their schedule for 2 hours at a time together. It's not a small.
She's the real power here.
And really, her biggest role is to keep you humble, from what I see in the Discord. It's really her greatest asset is just keeping Adam humble.
Yeah,
well, I've had the luxury of knowing Adam first as an enemy before boss friend. So like we go back.
For many years, we would see each other, and I don't know why I thought it was funny to begin with, but I would just begin with this like seething look, like, oh, it's you.
Yeah,
wonderful.
We were. I think people actually thought we were very hostile towards each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, my
meanwhile, I had the best time in our interactions because I was like, "Oh, finally, someone I can, shit talk with."
Exactly. That's exactly it. I was just so tired of everybody treating you like a princess, and so I needed.
People were too nice to me in comics. I needed someone to be real.
They really were.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's too easy for women in comics.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say,
I'll go. I'll just leave. I'll just.
I was gonna say now we're running into that territory.
Joe, you're the one who asked for new material.
I don't know, folks.
It's like there's a gate around comics. You know what I'm saying? It's like there.
Okay.
That's nice. That's solid, man.
Oh,
we are really leaning into. If you start with the Sling Blade, then you move into January 6th, and now we're talking about gates.
All right, goose energy this month.
We're going into this year with some silly goose energy. There's no way around it. That's
As a Canadian, can I just say I want nothing to do with this. Just like leave me out of your mess. And I'm innocent, obviously.
Shouldn't you be shoveling snow or something like right about now? Is that
No, sorry. What? Oh, sorry. I can't hear you over the sound of that's free healthcare rolling by.
That was 2 apologies in 1 sentence if you didn't hear it.
I like her.
Apologies are our love language here in Canada.
She can't even insult me without apologizing twice. That's Canadian for you.
We're the only people I know of who run into a door and apologize to the door. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're a door. You door.
Someone will hit me and I'll apologize. It's a problem we have, right, Brian?
Yeah. Oh my God. My car got run into last year, and I got out of the car and he hit me. And I was like, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry this happened to you." I was not accepting guilt at all. I was like, "I'm so sorry." He was like an 85-year-old man. I'm like, "Oh, this is a terrible day for you. I'm so sorry."
I'd just like it noted that while we were here, and I know that everybody's going to give me shit about this thing that happened this week with the marketer of the year, but I did a post on LinkedIn about it. And Fred Pierce, who was the publisher of Wizard magazine, and I think he was publisher at Valiant our second time around, and worked at the original Valiant, just commented on that LinkedIn post. Congrats! What took you so long?
That is fair. That is fair.
Can I point out one thing about Adam being marketer of the year is that the photo that was used is not his on the floor yoga photo.
It's a yoga photo where I'm actually putting comics into bags and boards. It's a perfect photo for our work. Come on.
Anyway, the photo that Heidi chose, bless her heart, is like an actual good headshot.
He's very
and not the photo that I have been trying to discreetly get Adam to get rid of for years.
Let's just say it's an actual headshot.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Adding adjectives to it.
Yeah. That photo
Zero
that photo is older than I am at this point. Come on.
Which one?
Look at how much darkness is in that beard, Adam. Come on. Come on.
That is only, what was that? It was 2018 that photo was taken. So, yeah, it was only 8 years ago.
That's about a third of a gray hair away from where you are today.
I know. Once it started, man, just the avalanche.
Oh, you're telling me.
All right.
We got to start the show.
It is 2:00. Let's do a show. Thanks, y'all, for jumping in. And let's go. Let's do it. Welcome to Comic Industry Insiders Live, our weekly show where we get to talk about the headlines behind the scenes of the comic book industry. We get to talk about where things are going. We get to talk about the mechanics of how the comics industry works. And if you missed our pre-show banter, apparently we also occasionally talk in the Sling Blade voice. I have a co-host in this show, somebody who keeps us all apologetic, shall we say. Our resident Canadian, Mr. Brian Garside. How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm sorry. Sorry, sir.
Sorry for getting into this podcast here.
Good times. How you doing? How's this new year treating you?
It's been a weird year so far. I'll be honest. We're 6 days in, and it's been a strange year. But I do want to talk about, before we talk about years, and because we are going to talk about years, we're going to talk about how sales were last year. We're going to bring in some friends to help us talk about it. We're also going to talk about, something of the year, which is a little bit annoying that everybody insisted we talk about it. But you in the audience, I see what are 17 of you right now. Hey, if there were 17 people in this room, it would be really crowded. If each and every one of you pops up, and what is it they have to say? Is it insiders? Hashtag insiders? Yeah, there you go. If you go into the comments right now and you put in hashtag insiders, we have a really fancy little system that's going to keep track of that. And we're going to send one lucky member of our audience a copy of Comics the Magazine #0 that was only given out
are rare.
Comic-Con and Baltimore Comic-Con. Yep. And a full set of Comic Industry Insiders trading cards. That includes, what do we have here? We got Steve Anderson. We got Jack DeMaio of Whatnot. We got Gamal Hennessy, an attorney who you should be following if you're interested in the industry of comics. Sam Cusick, who used to be at Kickstarter. Who knows where he is now? Sam, tell us where you land. Judy Kalchik, who at Bink is doing the Lord's work and is helping out people. And Christina Merkler, who saved comics at least once in her career. So there you go.
Not a single marketer of the year in that pile, though. It's shocking. Shocking.
Oh, yeah, it's been a weird week, my friend. It's been a very, very weird week. Yesterday, I swear to God, I had, because it was the first Monday back, when we have several clients we're bringing on, we'll be announcing here through this show. Everybody wanted to do a meeting like on the first Monday back. So I had legitimately meetings for 10 straight hours yesterday. And it was, and every single one of them started off with teasing me about being marketer of the year.
I had the same problem. Everybody wanted a meeting. And through years of therapy, I've learned this really powerful word. It's called no. So when they all booked meetings with me, I said, no, not today. Today is my
how do you do that? Is it like a...
It's like no. Yeah.
Oh, so hey. First time I've ever heard myself say that.
Future me really messed up, and the end of my week is just meeting. But yesterday was like, my brain is not fully engaged yet. I need a day of just like decompressing and getting through things. So yeah, it was actually really good.
Yeah, I'm not real good at no. It's not on my, it's part of why we do so much is that I say yes, and then I give it to people like Steph to go figure out. That's really what it takes to be marketer of the year, is to be able to make Steph do things. That's the key. So
someday I hope to be you.
What are we doing on this show, Brian? Do we have? We're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about the state of the direct market and how sales are doing in the in the shops. It's going to be, I am so excited. I tell you, the one of my favorite things about my relationship with you and with Django is the ability to see the data of what is happening in the shops right now. And we're going to look at how the comic shops are performing. And there's somebody on my deck. I'm going to go pull the shade. Hang on.
Okay, well, you should do that. I'm going to talk a little bit. Yeah, it's been an exciting 2025 across the board. When we talk to retailers, we hear the same thing over and over again: double-digit growth. 10, 20, sometimes 30% growth. As a first year store, I know that I grew over my predecessor who ran the store that I inherited about, I think it was like 18%. And for a brand new store, that's pretty darn good.
That's incredible.
And we really haven't, really turned on all of the jet engines yet. So yeah, it was a good year.
Yeah, it truly, truly was, and we're gonna get a chance to really dig in deep onto how it was good, and I'm that's what part of what I'm really looking forward to is the mechanics of it. I mean, because we all know that the single issue comics did incredibly well this last year, but there were some surprises in the sales that I did not see coming that are doing incredibly well as well. So
what's also really interesting when I was going through, because I just kind of did a quick debrief on what my year looked like last year, just so I have some baseline numbers for this year and I can start to look at how things are trending. What was amazing is February was terrible for me. And when I just started kind of anecdotally asking around, everybody had the same thing. It was like, oh yeah, February looked real dismal. And it's really interesting. Like it was literally like 5,000 less than every other month for me. It was shocking. So yeah, I don't know what happened in February. Like, I mean, it's a short month to begin with, but there must have been something that like didn't come out in February that really caused that to happen.
Yeah. Well, I know that in February we were at Comics Pro and they were DC was hyping Absolute Batman, and for rightly so. So I think we were just in that sort of calm before the storm, as it were, right? It was just we needed to get the ball rolling.
Yep.
Well, speaking of getting balls rolling, I'm king of the segue this week. I'm murdering these segues.
That one was pretty terrible. But yeah, let's get those balls rolling.
Let's first start talking about the Prana Bullet. This is our weekly newsletter that we send out to people in the comics industry. We do we talk about the week's headlines. We do a much more in-depth look at with the headlines of the week. We are starting this week going to be posting sales charts, both market share and the top 400 single issue sales. We're also going to be looking at graphic novel sales that are happening in the week before the week prior. So we're going to be doing weekly sales reports in our newsletter for comic shops. And I'm crazy excited about this. We've been building this with you and Django and behind the scenes, and it's just going to get bigger and better as the year goes on. So if you're not already subscribed to the Prana Bullet, pull out your phone and hit that QR code or go to pranadm.com in there in the comments. And while you're looking at the screen, also, you should probably enter #insiders in order to get the giveaway, because we're going to give some stuff away at the end of the show. What is this? Who is this robot lady? What's going on here?
It's getting closer. So Comic Previews is where it's the next generation of Previous World. We have 650,000 products on there that are easily searchable. It's growing all the time. And this is where our new subscription tool is going to live off of. So yeah, you need to get there. We are going to work with a select group of publishers starting next month to start getting more information, things like preview pages and all kinds of other really cool stuff. I just got done a 10 a.m., so a 4-hour meeting with my dev team to map out the next, between now and February 17th, worth of projects. And it's going to be really exciting. There's some really cool stuff coming. I can't wait to start showing people. But there are only 36 people who have signed up to comicpreviews.com right now to get informed when we, start to really ratchet up the dials, I guess. So you need to get on that list if you want to be part of something truly amazing.
I will tell you, I've seen what you have planned, and as a marketer, this is the tool I've been wanting for decades. This is exactly the sort of interface that we've been needing.
Hear that, folks? Marketer of the Year, Adam Freeman, just said, "This is the marketing tool I've been needing." So if you want to be the marketer of the year next year, you need to just enter your email address in there.
Oh man, this is never gonna not be fun and embarrassing.
Oh, poor Adam.
Oh,
Oh,
I know. Let's get into headlines, shall we? And as you can see by like this person whose name I cannot pronounce, you absolutely should put in hashtag insiders. What is this? Welcome aboard. You too, Jeremy. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let's talk about some headlines, shall we?
Yeah. This guy right here. So the Comics Beat did their annual list of of the year people. Marie Javins was named the person of the year. Marie Javins, of course, is the editor in chief at DC Comics, and this guy, Adam Freeman, named marketer of the year.
I wish we had done more slides on the rest because it was really a fantastic grouping, and I think that if there is an honor, it's being in that list because there was some people who've really gone over and above this year, and turned what, as you pointed out, could have been a really lousy year starting in February. Right? It really could have been horrible, but the folks at DC did an incredible job. And so many of the other publishers that they talk about, I don't know, it's a really fantastic list. Heidi and their crew did a really fantastic job this year of pulling that up. I see
do we want to take a second and just kind of go through the list?
Yeah, please. Let's do it.
Yeah. So Marie Javins, editor-in-chief DC Comics, was named the overall industry person of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Absolute Man of the Year, Scott Snyder.
Yes, indeedy. Thank you, Scott, for bringing us Absolute Batman.
This fella, marketer of the year.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Honorary mention was to Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Writer of the year was Dennis Camp.
Yes.
Man, amazing. Dennis Camp had an amazing year this year.
Really,
and it's so funny because I've told this story a few times, but like when Ultimates was announced, I remember asking Jeff and Django, like, who's this guy? Like, why? Because it's a pretty high profile title. Why would they give it to him? But by the time Martian Manhunter came around, it was like, yep, I get it. I understand. Then we have, we've got Dave Pilkey, so many different folks. Where's the next one? Showrunners? Amy Wright for ushering in a new era of TCAF.
I love Amy. I'm so glad that she's there doing that work. She's fantastic.
Yeah, and TCAF really needed. Have you ever been to TCAF?
I have actually. Yeah. I did one year many years ago. But
coolest conference that I've ever been to. So it takes place inside of a massive reference library that's on 4 different levels in Toronto. And then it's not just in that building. It's like there's 3 other satellite buildings that part of TCAF is in. There's a concert theater, like an ancient concert theater with a Masonic temple at the top of it that like Chip Zdarsky and a bunch of them were in one year. Yeah, it's the coolest show. And yeah, having Amy doing the kind of publishing or the outreach and stuff around it is really, it's changed the vibe of that show for sure.
And Amy was such an asset when she was a librarian. Like she really did change. Like the year that she ran the New York Comic Con librarian publishing sort of at the New York Public Library. All of the programming that happened for publishers around libraries that year was fantastic. So yeah, anyway, she's a wonderful candidate for that.
I've also been corrected that this year it's going to be it's now at the Maple Leaf Gardens, which is
well, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, this group, right? Todd McFarlane, Mark London, and Nick Barucci as publishers of the year. Can't argue with that very much.
I think we really need to do Nick Barucci. I've called it. This is the year we get Nick Barucci as an interview. I really want to do Mark London too. What a fantastic story he is. He started off as just this like a self-publisher. He just started off with his own book, and you look back on that book and it feels a little self-publishery, you know?
Yeah.
It really, he just like built an entire company around that idea of I'm going to be a publisher of comics. And now Mad Cave is such an industry driver.
Yeah.
And Nick Barucci, man, that guy just does not know quit. He really doesn't. He's, you know.
And you want to talk loyal, like he was loyal to Diamond to a fault. You know,
Truly
stuck with them right through the darkest times. And yeah, awesome. And McFarlane, I mean, it shocks me every time that we do polls, and like the pile of polls for Spawn titles is always shocking. Like, we're talking, you know, 1/4 of all of our subs get a Spawn title every time they come out. It's amazing. And he managed to keep things, you know, affordable for the longest time too. So
it's ever impressed with Todd, the Todd father, as those of us.
Todd father.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a guy you need on your show.
Yeah, someday, Todd. Someday we want to get you on. It's my goal to hit all the image partners. Eventually, we'll get them all. It's
for sure. Yeah. Hall of Famer Jackie Estrada.
Yeah. Wonderful Jackie Estrada. For those of you who don't know, Jackie has been working she runs the Eisner judging committee and retired this year or this last year. And she truly is one of the saints of our industry. Now, listen, for those of you who have been a judge, you know how much control she loved to try and get over those judges, but everybody ended up fighting back with her. And in that fight, you end up bringing some really cool really cool books into the judging and onto the ballot. And it was, I mean, she's one of those that just kind of did it for the love of the game. When she and her husband, who unfortunately passed away, Batten Lash, when they were just like one of those comics power couples, you know, that would show up at every convention. And I don't know, I love that they were able to do this for her. That's such a nice. It's nice. It's a nice thing. Yeah.
And then last but not least, the negative impact person of the year went to Steve Jeppy. Man,
you know, I'm gonna push back a little bit because this is a little, I will say, might be a little overly harsh. I'm not saying it is, but I feel like there's a mix here that I think should be acknowledged of both good and bad. You know, if part of the reason that comic shops have been so stable for the last 2 decades is because of Diamond, right? Part of the reason that comic shops have held on when all other brick and mortars were getting devastated was because of Diamond. I can't say that it was 100%, you know, Diamond. There's so many reasons that the comic shops do so well, but I mean, I get it. But there's another guy who's just loyal to, as someone said in our private chat, loyal to default. Like, he really hung on to people that maybe shouldn't be there anymore. He hung on to programs that maybe shouldn't be there anymore. I don't know. It's such a mixed bag of emotions and incentives and problems that caused that whole bankruptcy, that it's hard to call him a villain. I refuse to do it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, as the incumbent, it's always difficult to see other players come into your domain, right? So like the fact is, they built a lot of the kind of infrastructure that everybody else was able to kind of glom onto. For the longest time, Lunar's data was all based off of Diamond's data, like series codes and everything. It wasn't until kind of later. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff they did that was really beneficial. And one might say that maybe, you know, having a quote unquote monopoly for as long as they did made them a little complacent, but they got where they were because they had all the infrastructure and all the pieces in place at the time.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Anyway, it was a weird thing to wake up to on a Monday morning back from the holidays, being on that list. So I want to say thank you to Heidi and to the entire Comics Beat crew, and to those of you who put us up for that, and hadn't put my name on that list. It means the world to me that you guys thought enough of the work that we do to call it out, and I really do appreciate that. All boasting and bravado aside, it is very humbling to know that that what we're doing is bringing so much value to people that they I didn't lobby for this. Which is weird because I have lobbied for clients and bosses to get on that list before, so I know how it's done. I just didn't do it. So
that's what makes it even better, though, in my opinion, is like this was an organic thing that people spoke out, and it wasn't just those of us who like you. It was a bunch of folks that probably hate you as well. So there's a lot of different people realizing.
There's plenty of you out there that hate me, and that's fine. You feel free to jump into the comments anytime. All right.
What was interesting to me was like some of the insights that in some of the nominations, and just like the fact that people recognize what you're doing. You're kind of lucky that you started Comic Industry Insiders as the industry was, went through that massive tumultuous process, because there is a book to be written about all this stuff. And honestly, you have some pretty good third-party insights into it from the interviews you've done that I might just have to encourage you to write that book, my friend. Like you need another job, but that book needs to get written.
That's right. The hole in my head right here, I need more than I need a project like writing a book. But I mean, yes, I've thought quite a bit about that in the past. And of course, part of what we're doing here is trying to create content so that everybody can learn from what we know and what we're learning as we learn it. So that is the overall goal. How it ends up being packaged or presented, it really goes to whatever bandwidth I have in the day. So that's
only you owned a publisher that could actually get. Oh,
listen,
sorry, you do.
Listen,
own a publisher that could get that.
I never meant to be a publisher. I really never did. Apparently that happened too.
And I never meant to write a data standard, and yet here we are, Adam. Here we are.
Here we are. Do we have any other headlines that are not involved with me? Please say yes. Is that all that we ended up with?
I can't push any buttons because Blake will push the same button.
Blake,
so I'm just going to wait for Blake to push it. There we go.
Oh, that's right. Let's
Negative burn.
You know what? We actually have a special guest this week that is going to talk about the fact that Negative Burn went live on Zoop this afternoon. You can go click on the link that is in the comments. I just grabbed one at random. Go to zoop.gg /c/negative burn and you can check it out. We have the man himself, the guy who has launched so many careers in comics through Negative Burn, to talk to us about this historic series and why we're bringing it to market again. It's his birthday on Thursday, Mr. Joe Pruitt. Who pushed the button? I pushed the button. No, all right, whatever.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Joe.
And just like congratulations on your award, but also let you know that I nominated and voted for Brian. So maybe next year, Brian.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Next year, I'll
enjoy it this year while you can. Next year is
because Brian's coming for me.
Yeah.
You know what? Man. That would make sense. I think of Brian as a marketer. I don't think of me as a marketer. I don't know what I think of me as, but it's so.
Yeah. I've got answers.
Of course you do. I'm just gonna keep putting the ball on the tee for you.
I made a list.
Joe Pruitt, Joseph C. Pruitt. What is Negative Burn?
Negative Burn is my baby that pretty much launched my career. It's an anthology, a black and white anthology, which when I launched it back in 1993, I was told it would never last. I had no theme attached to it. It wasn't any set genre, and black and white anthology with no theme would last like a handful of issues. I happily will report that I went 50 issues, was nominated for several awards for it, and I helped, as you said, helped to find a bunch of the greatest new talent in the industry had to offer at the time, who are now the biggest talent in the industry has to offer at the time. So it was fun, and I quit on my own accord, not because I had to, because I had other things to do. But here it is, several years later, I'm thinking, you know what? I can't get rid of anthologies. They're in my blood. I love doing them. I love working with all these fabulous creators, both old and new, and new friends and old friends. And let's do it again. Let's run it back.
That's wonderful. So talk about some of the new and old friends that are in this particular anthology.
Well, in this particular one, you asked me to remember stuff, and I'm getting old, and I really can't. So
let's pull up.
Okay, I got it. I know.
We can get a list on the screen. That's going to be happening.
Okay, so but yeah, I mean, I wanted to get some of the veterans from the original series, but at the same time, I wanted to give a chance for voices that were never able to get in the first series or the second series at that as well. So a little bit old and new. I mean, like I went back and grabbed Paul Pope was one of the stewards from the very first series that I found very early on, right when he was starting his career, which was great to my advantage because I can go. Paul at that time was so productive and fast. I said, okay, I'll go, Paul, hey, I somebody didn't get their story done. He goes, how many pages do you need? I said, 8. I go, okay, you have it next week. So he was my go-to fill-in guy as well.
Wow.
So he was a great guy to have at the time. But you can look here, the covers I have here, Joe Lisner and Francesca Francavilla and Sam Keith and Dan Panosian, Joe Jusko and Wando. None of them were in the original series because either weren't really in the industry at the time, or they're just starting off, or we just weren't friendly. So, but we're friendly now, so it works out great. But no, I know other people like Mike Carey back in the day was in there very early on in his career. But I reached out and got friends like Steve Niles and Marguerite Bennett, people who were not around at the time, who now have opportunity to do in this. The biggest thing I found is when I mentioned I'm bringing this back and start talking to creators is how much love and fondness the memory of the series were amongst everybody. Well, I loved that when I was a kid. Like when I was talking to Declan, he let me know that was one of my favorite books I had back in the day, and I always wanted to be in there, but he had not entered the industry yet. And so he was, when I asked him if he wanted to be in it, he jumped at the chance, which I know I'm very grateful. I'm a big fan of his stuff as well. But in the old days, it was like, who can I not get? I mean, I got Mobius. I got Alan Moore. I even tried to get John Cougar Mellencamp to do a cover for me at one point by hunting him down through my wife's grandmother, because my wife's second grandmother was in his band when he started up. So I hunted her grandmother hunted his address down for me. I reached out to him to try to get him. It didn't happen, but it was a time. It's like, who can I not get? I didn't get him, but you don't get anybody if you don't ask, right?
Yeah. Amazing. Well, look at this list. We've got Mike Allred, Marguerite Bennett, Brian Boland, Mike Carey, J.M. DeMatteis, Francisco Francavilla, Phil Haster, Joe Jusko, Sam Keith, Joe Linzer, Ron Mars, Peter Milligan, Steve Niles, Dan Panosian, Paul Pope, Joe Pruitt, James Robinson, Declan Shalvey, and Dalibor Talajic. Did I get that right?
You got me on it. I'll butcher it. Well, yeah, Brian, the fun thing is that Brian Boland was in every issue of the original run. He was the only person who was.
Cool.
So I had to have him back for this issue.
Amazing.
So he's produced a brand new one-page, short for here, exclusive for here. And Phil Hester also was one of my oldest friends in the business, who I met because I was starting Negative Burn at the day back at Caliber, and he was also there. And he was putting together a horror anthology called Sponge, if I remember correctly, at Caliber, which never happened. But he had put together several stories for it, which basically we absorbed like a sponge into Negative Burn. And so, Phil was in day one as well. So great to have him back.
Spectacular. Well, and I want to, if you could pull up that image one more time, for those of you who might be backing it, including retailers, there is a retailer tier. If you can pull up that presser, actually, that one image.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. For those of you who back it within the first 48 hours, there's an exclusive cover that's only available for the first 2 days. So you can see that incredible Joe Jusko sketch cover that we're going to have right there. Look at that thing. So yeah, listen, I don't know if you guys know who Joe Jusko is. Jusko.
Remember, just go, Joe.
Oh, Joe,
Just
go away.
Go, Joe. Anyway, we're excited about this. It should be noted, Prana is Desperado is a client of Prana Direct Market Solutions. We are helping run it. It is got the little powered by Prana logo on the campaign. So we want to make sure that you know that we are getting paid for this, but we also would have been promoting it because it's that cool. So
yeah, the cool thing is that it's just as well as we hope it will. Then it's just going to be, we'll be doing more. Since we launched the launch page, I can't tell you how many, especially alumni Negative Burn, who have reached out to me and said, I want to be in it.
Oh, that's incredible.
So I have already 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people lined up for the second volume if it happens. So no pressure on you people who might want to support this, because if you support it, we'll do more. And if you don't support it, we won't. But
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Great preview pages
and
too.
we'd love
This
to do
stuff
more.
looks so good. Yes, fun.
That.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
we'll probably announce a few more creators during the campaign as well.
As people realize, oh wait, I know I had an email from you that I was going to reply.
Well, we're still lining up artists, for some of the shorts we already have in-house. And again, I've had several already reach out to me today. I think I've added 3 more people to the list since the campaign started at 11 this morning.
That's amazing.
I guess the early bird special is for the printed version of the sketch cover. It is not the actual sketch. Not everybody gets that. It's okay. It's fine. All right, Joe, thank you for launching this on your birthday week so that we can always say happy birthday every time we see you. And yes, we are all sending Joe gifts, right?
Do this next. Yeah, you have to. It's kind of like, reason I came to the show, you promised me gifts.
It's true. Joe has a writer that anytime he shows up that you must send him gifts. So they're in the mail, buddy.
Yeah, I could use a cello to go with my piano back here.
Okay, we're gonna work on that. You might just get a Comics the Magazine number 0, which is,
I'd rather have a cello. No,
I'd rather have a cello.
Or just send me a pizza.
All right. Well, somebody who's clicking buttons, please get rid of Joe. It's good to
enjoy
see you,
your reign, Adam. Okay.
My reign of terror begins.
Okay. Talk to you guys soon.
Oh,
okay.
Excellent. That's perfect.
No,
thank you, Joe.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. I love that guy. He is I worked with him at Aftershock, and we got to know each other, and it's been fun working together. So he is one of the people who helped build this kind of whole system that we think about now for bringing people into the industry and how the anthologies work. And it's just been a wonderful gift. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I can only say nice things about him after he's off the screen, because hopefully he's not listening. All right. You want to get into some data? Let's talk some data, shall we? Or
let's do it.
Something else? Oh, yes.
Oh,
comics. Awesome. That's the theme of this year's. If we're looking at the last year's data, we can begin to talk about how the thing that shouldn't be working, the thing that should not work, is comic books, right? Yeah. You tell somebody you work in comic books at a dinner party, they're gonna say, wait a minute, what?
Those still exist?
Yeah, exactly. Every single time. You know what helpful is being marketer of the year. You can tell them that I'm a marketer now. Now I can say that. I didn't know that.
My favorite is I run a software service for comic book stores to help them with their customer subscriptions. And it's always really good. You what? Okay. So
comic shops still there, still growing, still doing amazingly well.
What?
Partially, part of the reason for that growth has been the service providers like Managed Comics and Comic Shop Assistant, who have stepped in to kind of fill in a lot of the services that Diamond left in their wake, and to help grow help the stores that are looking at greater and greater complexity kind of simplify their lives. And you guys do that so well. And it is wonderful that there's two of you that are competitors that are so friendly. So speaking of friendly, let's bring our often co-host and your competitor, your number two to your number one is are the man only known as Django.
Django. Hey, can I tell you guys something?
What's that?
Yes.
I wanted to congratulate you, Adam, for being on a show with two of what Sketched.com called the most interesting people in comics last October.
True.
So
true story.
Thanks for being on our show today.
I really appreciate you guys letting me be here.
We've got a lot of award winners here.
Yeah.
Most interesting people in comics for 1 year. That's
yeah. That's a pretty good run. Have you seen how short miniseries are now? Ongoing series are only 6 issues.
A year, 12 issues of yes. You know what? That is actually good. I wonder if we could get that whole panel from David's article. We get all of you on a panel or something.
That'd be awesome.
That would be really, really good. All right, let's try that. Steph, get on it. Get him. Let's go. Get him. All right. Let's talk through the data that we're looking at today. Can we, Django? Because a lot of this came from your system, and thank you so much for putting this together. So please tell us what we're looking at.
So this is what we're looking at is 2025 December versus 2024 December. And we're looking at all of the stores that we had in both of those dates.
I think we're looking at the full year over the full year. I think we ran out of time to do the December, or are we only looking at December?
I think it's December.
Oh, okay, great.
I think it's December. Yeah. Which I think is more interesting because we had the stuff last year or last for September over September. And this shows slower growth, and I've got some ideas about it. Unless you're looking at different files than I was looking at this morning. It's December over December.
I just misread them. That's totally fine.
Nice. Okay.
So this is hard, you guys.
It is hard. It is easy. So this is stores that use Comic Shop Assistant. They've all been anonymized before we even gather the data. So I don't think even we could reverse engineer this to any specific store. But I'm also happy to talk about anything that we can compare in our store, Comics Place, up in Bellingham, Washington. So I think we're maybe an anomalous store size-wise and market-wise. But, for example, our top sellers in 2024 was a Vault comic.
Yeah.
Because we did a weird promotion. So
can we talk just for a moment about the challenge of this data, why it is so difficult to pull it together? And why, for instance, in this, our cohort's only 39 stores out of 2,500, right? So it's going to be, it's always a little bit challenging to pull data like this together and get a big enough cohort to represent the market. Can you talk about why that is?
Yeah. So for us, the challenge in a year-over-year comparison is that we want to make sure that we're comparing absolute stores. So we don't want to say compare 39 stores from 2024 to 110 stores in 2025, because that's going to give us weird everything, right?
Yeah.
We're only going to be able to look at averages. And then beyond that, I think Brian and us have different challenges here. We don't have a parent catalog at this point. So if a store sells a thing and they say this is a trade paperback, cool, that's a trade paperback in that store. If I sell it, I call it a book. And if Brian sells it, he calls it a graphic novel. So there's a bunch of sort of normalization that we have to go through to make sure that we're actually looking at apples and apples. It's more like applesauce and applesauce, I guess.
One of the things I tell people,
applesauce and orange juice.
That's right. One of the things I tell people, and we've actually discussed it quite a bit on this show before, is that that when you're trying to look at sales data in comic shops, part of the reason that comic shops do so well is because they're all so individual and they're all so independently minded, and they're all figuring out how to do this weird thing inside of their community with their staff and their brains and their, couldn't get a corporate job kind of head for business. Like each one of them has a different viewpoint. And so any one of them, whether they're working with Managed Comics or they're working with Comic Shop Assistant or Comic Hub or Comic Suite, they're all using those systems slightly differently. And so normalizing data for that has been the near impossible challenge of trying to get these viewpoints, right?
I'm ferocious about making sure that if we get a new printing of a trade paperback, it's a new product, right? Because we work in a collectibles industry. We've got users who just treat it as if it's the old product and update the price. And so for me, that's bonkers. But for them, that's the only thing that makes sense. So we're all very special flowers. And if we wanted anybody to tell us, what to do, we would not be working in comics. I think we'd be working at Barnes and Noble.
So those are the challenges. Let's get into the data, shall we? So what are we looking at here? For why are these kind of metrics so important?
I mean, it kind of shows the health of comic stores, right? This is the same comic stores over time, and we can see that there's been some growth. And not every industry sees growth in the way that comics have in the last couple of years. So, just being able to look at the fact that comic stores, and honestly, it's comics and hybrid stores, right? So some of this is going to be a bump from games. But it's, it's important to see whether we're growing or shrinking and where we're at with that. And I don't think you have slides to compare these December numbers to the September numbers that we had. But we're seeing smaller growth in December than we did in September, up or 9 or 10% rather than almost 20%. But also when you look at what came out and when, we're in a post-absolute world right now, and in September we were in a pre-absolute world. So we're looking at the absolute Batman sales, absolute universe sales in December last year, 2 years ago in 2024, set a pretty high bar. And to see growth over that this year is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We don't have the percentages on this slide. Maybe we do on the next one, but we're looking at like 10% growth overall. Total revenue, 10%, 9.8% growth. That's incredible for mature businesses. It's beyond. Yeah. You normally are, if you have a 5% month, you're celebrating and everybody gets a pizza party. You get into double digits and suddenly, you like, we'll just hang on tight because it's rocket.
Well, and anecdotally, our store went from having 2 locations to 1 location, and combined, we were up 20% in December over last year. So I don't really know what's going on.
And the most hilarious thing is that the old location was here and the new location is literally a stagger away, just across the street.
Quarter block.
And
better.
So it's not like he went to a mall from it's amazing.
And what gets me about this particular slide is total transactions went up, right? Average transactions went up. Everything across the board went up. It's not just that we're charging more for the same people. We're seeing new people, and we're hearing that anecdotally from all the stores that we're getting. I would love to figure out how to get some real data around that, but man, it is working. Let's look at some of the categories and how they're doing well. You know what that gets me about this is that for the longest time, we saw, there was a part of, I think everybody was wondering if comic shops were just becoming bookstores with single issue comics in them as a category. But truly, at least this year, single issue comics are the thing that are really keeping the doors open, right?
Yeah. And, I'm really curious to see what happens over the next couple of years. Because I think Absolute, Ultimate, Transformers, those are all kind of anomalous for our industry, especially to have them all hit at the same time isn't something that I've seen since I got involved in looking at these numbers. So Even so, in our store, I think books are usually the number one and comics are the number two, but it's really close. So we're pretty much even in our shop for those. So, and I love seeing that, these are real comic stores that we're looking at here, because the games are number three, but it's a pretty distant number three.
Greg Harms brings up a good question that I can't answer, but the comic shops that are in the chat, Titan, Tommy, those of you who see this, and from you, Django, I'd love to hear. We're seeing sales up across the board. Are we seeing profits up as well, or are your costs going up as well?
In our store, we basically put the same amount of money in our pockets and have the same amount of money left over at the end of the year. I think the big X factor there, at least this is what I'm telling myself and probably telling my mom, is that we have like a larger war chest of product to sell. So we have more things that we could liquidate if the world ended or distribution stopped again or whatever. Because
your profit is going into more inventory. It's more fat on the body that can be burned off later, right?
Exactly. And that's kind of something that has been a problem for Django since he started doing businesses, is living really lean and putting everything back into the business for whatever ridiculous reason.
I don't know anything about that.
I just learned about savings accounts last month.
Savings accounts?
Savings. I put $100 in a thing and you're not allowed to touch it. It's crazy.
No, you mean magazine. That's what you started a new magazine. You have that. That's what you do.
And savings account, the magazine.
By and large, cover prices on comics did not raise this year. Like I just did a handful of, I literally just now pulled up a handful of books and looked at what they were charging in last year versus what they charged this year, and the numbers are exactly the same. So it's not like we suddenly saw, the absolute titles go from $3.99 to $4.99. They've always been the price they're at right now. So yeah, I don't think it is price of products going up. This is more volume being sold.
I mean, price of everything goes up, right? And
sure,
it's when I think comics are actually kind of hesitant to raise prices versus the rest of the economy, and we end up with comics being sort of artificially low and all of our other costs going up. So when comics go up $1, if you don't lose a ton of your customers, you're kind of able to recover some of that slimmer profit margin that you've been working with.
What I loved about this, looking at the numbers behind the scenes, it's hard to see necessarily in this graph, but back issues were up 30.5%. But wall books, right? So the high end comics were actually down. So
So I think the best way to look at this would be to combine those two, because wall books, because we're pulling from 37 or 39 very special flowers who all have their own way of naming categories. I think most people call wall books back issues, and we have a store or two that have something called wall books.
Got you. But it's notable that those stores saw a decrease. I think that's right. I mean, so no matter how big that cohort within the cohort is, it was at least enough of them to land on your reporting, which tells me that people are buying back issues recreationally as opposed to as investments, if that makes any sense at all. Right. I mean, if I had to put an understanding around the metric, it would be that people are more interested in filling out their collections than they are in filling out their portfolio. Right.
Right. It could definitely be that. If this is, I mean, it's fairly small numbers, right, for the wall books category. It could also be that somebody sold an Amazing Fantasy 15 last year and didn't sell that this year.
Sure.
Like those wall books could be $40,000 comic potentially. So, but yeah, it's definitely the drop there. The drop there could be so many things.
Yeah, I know, but let me have my pontification, right? I mean, that's what I'm here for, is to pontificate. we did have a slide that we're not able to get in at press time, but basically it was the high end, right? The 10,000 foot view, which is stores are growing 10%. The single issue sales are still the largest category. Back issues are skyrocketing. And once again, I think this is because collectors are, fans are becoming collectors. Yeah. We're seeing increases across the board in transactions, in median store revenue, which means, the middle of the road, the stores making are seeing those numbers as well. So it's not just the big stores. It's not just the small ones are growing rapidly percentage wise. It's everybody across the board. And even the average transaction is growing while we're not seeing a dramatic increase in cover prices. I think everything shows growth. I think that's I haven't found a metric yet that we aren't seeing growth in, which is just, I don't know. It's incredibly heartening. I think we're going to have such an amazing year.
I kind of wonder if we could pull a report. I'm just thinking out loud here. If we could pull a report of how many new to the store customers are getting their names entered in a system.
Ooh, that would be good.
Right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because we have that when we're looking at our transactions for the day, we've got a little rocket ship icon that says first transaction. And I'll bet we could find out. It's going to depend on how often stores push for that information gathering. But I'll bet that it's up right now. Quite a bit.
I bet.
For sure.
See if you can pull that, man. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I bet you we could show new subscribers too, because subscriber growth across the board is up. Like in terms of, and this is information we don't carry, but anecdotally, I know a lot of those are younger fans, like new fans that haven't been subscribing before. Because we get a lot of inquiries about like, how do subscriptions work? And that tends to not be your 55-year-old dude. It tends to be like your 20-year-old that's like, how does this work? This is cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pitch you guys an idea, something I haven't decided if I'm gonna do yet. And so everybody who wouldn't put the earmuffs on,
put your earmuffs on.
I kind of want to do a Prana chick track.
Yep.
For how to work with your comic shop.
Yeah.
You're brand new. This is your first time in a comic book store. How do you set up a subscription? What's a pull box? Like, why are prices what they, why is this guy pulling out his phone to check a price? All of the things that like people would feel when they walk into a comic shop for the first time and talk through. What is a trade paperback? Like all of those questions.
Yes.
All right, Blake.
But
you're the one who's going to have to design it.
Only if you get it printed at the same place the chick tracks are printed. I'll put them in every phone booth I can find if you do that.
If it wasn't for the fact that I would be on the most reprehensible mailing list of all time, I would go to the Chick Track website and buy all of them, but I can't because that is a terrible mailing list to ever be on.
Your birthday's in October, right?
I used to stock them in the when I owned a comic shop. We had a Chick Track spinner. Just nice. Ironically, I guess. I don't know. I just love them so much. They're just
so cool.
They really
I
are.
love that it's one of those rare things that you still find just in the wild on the floor or like on the ground. Like you'll be walking down the street and there's a Chick Track just lying there. Yeah. And I'm a sucker. I pick them up every time. I love
every single time.
Chick Tracks. Yes.
And just make sure you get
the right. Chick Tracks. That's what they're called.
Yep.
Yes.
Make sure you get the size right.
It's a TRACT. Is a religious tract. It's like a handout. So yeah. Anyway,
don't get the size confused with the size needs to be right, or you might get confused for a Tijuana Bible.
Which this is a completely different thing.
I want that publication from you also. It'll be 2027.
Work on the Tijuana Bible next.
This is coming from because that's effing gold. That's why that's coming from the marketer of the year. And if you don't see that, then you'll just never be the marketer of the year, and that's okay. We only need one.
That's right. Marketer of the year.
Don't they print more of those than they print Bibles?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's literally the best-selling publication of all time.
Price is Right.
Incredible. Yeah, exactly. All right, Django. Well, thank you for coming on. You're gonna have to come back. I don't know. Can we maybe this should be our new Data Bros? We'll bring Jeff in once a month, and we'll just take this segment, and this will become Data Bros. There you go.
By the way, Adam is trying to become the fourth hand.
I'm really trying to make it. You
Determined
need 4
this year.
fingers.
Fourth hand.
He says that would mean more to him than being the marketer of the year.
That's right, exactly.
Being the fourth fist. Django, tell everybody where they can find you and
right.
what they can find out about you.
You can find me at comicshopassistant.com. You can find me on Facebook. My name's Django, spelled like it is down there. There's not a ton of us, but my last name's Boren. Probably have some stupid picture on there. And also at the Comics Place in Bellingham, Washington, shop.thecomicsplace.com, and check it out. We just installed a thing that talks to Comic Shop Assistant that tells us on our wall with one of Brian's little counters how many back issues we have in our system. And so you can access our 40,000 plus back issues through that website.
It's always I saw that in your social, somebody pointing to the 40,000 copy word. That's really wonderful.
And we're at 40. That was a couple days ago. We were at 41,000 now. Like, we're adding them pretty quick. We've got about 100,000 to go. So
look at that. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
Thank you, Django. We'll have to have you
Django.
back soon, buddy. Talk
Anytime.
soon. Bye, buddy. We want to take a quick moment to mention that we had a big loss this week. A man named Patrick Dane. Let's go ahead and bring that up to the screen. Patrick Dane, who was one of the editors at Bleeding Cool, passed away this week at 38, I believe. And what a loss to the entire comics community, and our hearts are with the crew at Bleeding Cool. They deal with somebody gone well before his time. So anyway, wanted to thank you for letting me take a moment to note that, because I know that Bleeding Cool is a very controversial site in our system, but man, it is part of the ecosystem. You can't replace it, and the people that contribute to it are doing the work. So anyway, thank you. All right, let's bring up Mr. The Buzz himself, Blake. Do you know how this thing works? By the way, if you have not pushed #insiders, Blake is going to vamp for like 5 seconds. So you should be putting in #insiders right now into the comments.
No last chance. Someone said these magazines were going for a lot of money on eBay.
Like $85.
What?
Zeros. I know. The last one that sold was like $85. So you could win one of these and a full set of the Comic Industry Insiders trading cards. All you got to do is put in #insiders into our comments.
Like the show.
You guys just vamp for a second. I got to create an email listing. Just totally unrelated. I'm just
going to log in over here on the side.
I'm just going to hop on the meeting real quick. Yeah, we got a few more. This is 85. That's insane. $85. That's 1/5 of an Absolute Batman #1 ungraded. That's insane.
I know. Thank you for making me feel worse about it.
No, they're not that good. They're
ungraded. $100. It's almost.
They're going for like 125.
Nearly 20% of a Batman book.
That's pretty cool.
It still is pretty cool.
The best Batman book, like
exactly.
You can't. I mean, you can read it. It may not be for you, but you cannot deny it's the explosiveness of it.
I mean, if you like Absolute Batman, I would say Comics the Magazine #1 might be a good look for you.
Probably gonna get a good insider look at the series. Look at that.
All right, how does this thing work? Do you know how?
Here we go. We ready?
All right, let's go.
Right, we got 12 entries.
12 entries. You got a 1 in 12 shot at hitting this, people.
Here we go.
12 chances. Look at that. Steph Gert, are you on this list? If she wins it, I swear to God, it's going to somebody else.
Greg
Harms. All right, Greg.
Greg Harms.
All right, Greg.
What does Greg have to do to win his prize?
Greg, if you could please shoot us an email at info@pranadm.com. that would be super awesome. Let us know where to mail this stuff to you, and we'll get it out there.
An address would be great, like a full address.
Yeah,
put in everything, like you wanted Amazon to send you something. That's how this works.
Yeah.
Now, right?
Oh, interesting. So like a mailing address is what you're looking for.
A real mailing address. Or I guess
mail address. People say that anymore? Am I? Yeah, I don't know. Am I dating myself?
Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope with the
all right.
You really want this thing. You do. You want it. Also sign up for the mailing list. All right.
Absolutely. We're going to do that in a minute. Let's do the CTAs. We're keeping you on, Blake. Blake, tell us why they should go to managedcomics.com.
Oh my gosh. If you know Brian, he just makes your life better every second. It's just if you have a comic shop and know Brian, he'll make it even better. Like it's a he's not a POS system or a POS. He's Brian Garside, the guy saving comics, one shop at a time.
Come to info.managedcomics.com. Just type in managedcomics.com and scroll down here, and you can join us for office hours this Thursday at 3 p.m., which is when once a week we get together and we'll talk Managed Comics and answer your questions and show you how cool the magazine listing on Comic Previews is. And look at that cover. Look at that cover. Oh, you can't see that cover. But if you could see that cover, you'd be so happy. So come see Comics the Magazine and come learn about Managed Comics.
I love it. Awesome. What's next? Oh yeah, the Comics the Magazine. What is Comics the Magazine, Blake?
Comics the Magazine is the world's greatest comic about the world's best. Nope, I'm saying it wrong, but it's a really kick-ass comic book magazine about comics, the best, awesomest comics, all comics. It's enthusiastic. That's our editor-in-chief's big deal is enthusiasm. We are excited about comics. We're excited about what's out there because comics are cool, and we're going to celebrate that. And
what do we look at here, Brian? Where is this?
This is on Comic Previews. But look at that date, March 4th, and you got your FOCs coming February 2nd. So people, get your pre-orders in to Comics the Magazine. If you're using Managed Comics, you can pre-order it on any website that uses Managed Comics. If you're using Comic Shop Assistant, I'm sure they have the same technology. Go and subscribe to Comics the Magazine.
I don't think they have real technology. I think it's just Django and Jeff like monkeys inside.
Literally typing everything in.
Every time you pull out your phone and you say, Django, I want to subscribe to Absolute Batman. And then he goes, okay, what's your shop again? Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, there it is. And that's how the technology.
They're their shop whisperer.
Yeah, go talk to your comic shop and get yourself added to Comics the Magazine.
Is listening, please add the top shop whisperer category for 2026.
The top what?
The top shop whisperer.
Shop whisperer. Yes, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Go if you are a customer, if you are just a consumer, if you're just a fan of comics, if you buy original art, if you only watch YouTube channels about comics, 100% the Prana newsletter is for you. But also, you might want to consider Comics the Magazine. Go to a comic shop and subscribe right now. I don't know what you're doing if you're not doing that right now.
Why are we still talking? Why aren't people just going to subscribe? Just go subscribe.
Everybody should go to the comic shop on Tuesday and Wednesday.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, if you're using a good service, you can also do it from the comfort of your couch at any point. So just go and do it. Just go and subscribe.
All right. Well, listen, if you are a comics fan, if you're somebody who goes into a comic shop on a regular basis, or if you, I suppose if you read the digitals, anybody who is reading comics on a regular basis, I want to say thank you. And especially if you are working at a comic shop, maybe you got a job there. It's your first job in comics and you started working a counter. I did that 30 years ago and look where it got me. Thank you.
1989, same thing.
If you own your own comic shop, if you are own a chain of comic shops, thank you. If you are the person who handles the buying at comic shops, good Lord, thank you. If you are a comics creator of any stripe, letterers, I'm looking at you. Production designers, goddamn, thank you. If you are a publisher of comics and you put your money on the line to create these really amazing things and get them out into the world, thank you. Every single one of you, thank you. Because what you did this week, what did they do this week, Blake? What did they do?
Comics.
They saved comics.
Namaste, y'all. Y'all did
Namaste.
it.
See you next Tuesday.